Las Vegas Golden Knights goaltender Marc-Andre Fleury, 29, blocks a shot against the San Jose Sharks in the third period of Game 2 of an NHL first-round playoff series at the SAP Center in San Jose, on Friday. Fleury was involved in a controversial play that contributed to the Sharks' loss. Nhat V. Meyer, Bay Area News Group. Bad habits are hard to break. This, we know. But last weekend I vowed to end a practice I've engaged in for decades. You should, too. I promise never to yell at a referee or umpire again during a live sporting event. Ever. For the life of me, I can't understand why it's still socially acceptable in today's world. Is there another setting in which that kind of behavior is condoned? I can't think of one. Another point, as a former high school and collegiate athlete, a sports writer for 10 years and a coach of youth league teams for 20 years, I believe yelling at referees and umpires hurts a team more than it helps. Especially so for youth league games, where it takes a special referee to remain objective after being chewed out on every close call. Youth leagues need every referee they can get. More than 80% quit in their first 3 years because they get tired of the abuse. I've been a referee and umpire for a few dozen youth league games. It's harder than it looks. And I can't remember a single game in which no one yelled at me throughout the games. I decided enough was enough last weekend after attending sporting events on 3 consecutive days, the San Jose Sharks playoff game Friday, a neighborhood Little League game Saturday and the San Francisco Giants game against the Colorado Rockies on Sunday, and then Monday watching on TV the Golden State Warriors meltdown against the Los Angeles Clippers. In each game, at a critical moment, a referee or umpire made what appeared to be a controversial call against the home team, contributing to its loss. The most obvious was the Sharks' game against Las Vegas. The Golden Knights zoomed to a 3-0 in the first 6 minutes. Amazingly, the Sharks rallied to tie 3-3 in the last 5 minutes of the first period. Then, it happened. In the opening moments of the second period, the Sharks' Brent Burns blasted a shot toward the Knights' goal. Teammate Logan Couture, standing outside the crease, tipped the shot into the net. Goal. The Sharks lead, 4-3. The crowd goes crazy. But wait, the referee has blown his whistle and called goalie interference against Couture. No goal, and a 2-minute penalty on Couture. Thousands of Sharks fans immediately start chanting, in unison, "Referees suck, referees suck, referees suck." Never mind that the replay shows Couture made contact with Knights goalie Marc-Andre Fleury. The debate still rages over whether it was the right call, especially after the Knights took the lead for good with a power play goal while Couture was in the penalty box. I understand Sharks fans' frustration with the call. I was one of many in our section wanting to see a replay and hoping the play could be reviewed. But what was the point of screaming at the referee? Has a referee ever changed his mind after listening to the crowd's reaction? Is there any clear evidence that screaming at a referee increases the chances that a call will go the home team's way later in the game? If there is, I have yet to see it. Although some coaches argue that's why they do it. As a former coach, I don't buy it. And I often wish that I could get our fans to stop. Is that wishful thinking? There is always hope, says Jim Thompson. He should know. 20 years ago, he founded the Positive Coaching Alliance at Stanford University with the mission of transforming the culture of youth sports so that all athletes have a positive, character-building experience. Look, I recall thinking, it'll never happen. But 2 decades later, the transformation is astounding, much to the benefit of youth across the nation. If you are going to have an impact, you have to address the whole system: league leaders, coaches, parents and athletes. Thompson says, creating culture is the key. It has to be enforced. Coaches, he says, need to set that culture before the start of every season by delivering the following message to parents and players: I can guarantee you that there is going to be a bad call during our games against our team. We want this team to be a team that honors the game. We want you to zip your mouth. If there is a situation that needs to be handled, let me do it, with respect for the game. Stopping fans from screaming at referees and umpires will be a challenge. Especially fans like me. Staying quiet isn't in my nature. Not for someone who makes a living voicing his opinion on everything. But it's the right thing to do. For all fans, let's make it happen. Get Morning Report and other email newsletters. Sign up. Let's block ads. Why?